Can you just briefly explain what Mana Moana stands for? And what makes
Okay,
this choir really, really unique?
okay. So Mana Moana is a show that we decided to put on. Mana, a very generic word amongst the Pacific. And when you hear mana, you think of spirit, strength, sacred, and then the whole, ooh, your ancestors. It's just like that whole uh, uh, how can I say it? Like that whole sacred spirit that comes from the past. So mana, and then moana, and then again another generic word that is commonly used around the Pacifica. Moana is the ocean, and I guess we named the show Mana Moana because our show is a compilation of 17 songs from 6 different islands, and we are sharing the songs and the stories from all these islands, and they all come from and it is the Pacific, or all amongst the biggest continent in the world, Pacifica, the Pacific Ocean.
Why do you think it is that it seems like every Pacific Islander except for Sella has an amazing singing voice? Just naturally.
So true.
Where does that come from?
I think it's as soon as the first song that I learned as a kid was the song to eat before you the song that you sing before you eat. I'm sure Sela knows it too. We sing grace. We sing grace. And I think that was the first song that I learned was Mali e pulele tama, thanking Lord for the food that we eat. And I am pretty sure every other Pacific island has a song for Kai.
Yes, very, very true.
Sing for Kai. And then we have the daily devotions, the morning devotions and the evening devotions where we sing. We're singing all the time, thanking God for life, thanking God for the end of the day, So we pretty much think that's what we're supposed to. We just want to, whenever we gather, we sing. Even if it's a funeral, we sing. Eating, we're singing. Any occasion, we have to sing a song.
You get a lot of practice.
Man, this show, I said at the start, Helen, that this is a massive undertaking, because being a choir director of maybe one, ethnic race or one Pacific culture is enough on its own. But now you're saying you have to manage 6 different cultures. For you as a choir director, what does that entail? I mean, because people plugging in right now probably wouldn't know the ins and outs and the intricacies of your job as a choir director. So fill us in.
Yeah, and you know what? When going into this, we're like, oh yeah, easy. We can do 6 languages. Oh my goodness, it's actually not. I guess, but what we, what is the same about us is that we share same values of faith, that we share same values of love. And then we also share the fact that, if it's good, we laugh. And if it's bad, we laugh, and we can just, just enjoy each other's company. But man, learning the 6 different languages, I mean, I thought that it was the same as Samoan, maybe Samoan in a little bit of Tongan. I was thinking, oh yeah, well, I'll sing you in. It's the same language, but actually, it's quite different. Even the consonants are pronounced different, in the different languages. So we've really had to learn and appreciate each other's languages. And the cool thing about, our community, our Pacifica community, is that everyone wants to help each other. So we were really blessed to have the Tongan community come through and teach us their language. And then our Niuean community, we've got Tokelau, Fiji, Cook Island, and Samoa. Everybody just came in and shared. And I'll give you an example. So when in the Niuean language, when Samoan sees a T and the I, we'll go, it's obviously T. But in the Niuean language, the T consonant sound changes to an S, so it's a C. And so that was like, we're like, okay, it's T, so it's not Tiali, it's Siali. So we just had to make mental notes.
Yeah.
And then come the lyric sheet, it was like, okay, let's just do it phonetically. We're not going to even write it in the language. We're just going to write it phonetically.
Yeah, that's
How we
easier.
would understand it, and then we'll take it back. So just so that we did right by the language.
Yeah, a few subtleties to keep on top of. What's it like trying to direct 90, or you got almost 90 singers in the choir? Do you manage to get everybody together for like regular practices, or how does that kind of function, trying to get the band together? And then you're going to be teaming that up with the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra as well. That's a lot of people to try and get all on the same page, right?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? It's so cool being Pasifika because there's this rank. If you're the leader, then everyone's supposed to shush. Well, it's supposed to happen like that, but no. We're just really blessed. We've got a team behind the team behind the team, and the learnings from the last time was, we were a 3-man band. Sela knows my husband well, Tana, very good friend of one of his mates, and then I work alongside my brother-in-law, Tana's little brother. And the thing is, the last time we did this campaign, it was the 3 of us, and then we learned really quickly that 3 people cannot manage 90 people, and so we made built teams to look after teams. So we've got a vibes team that look after the fun part, because obviously myself and my brother, we do the serious music part, and being serious all the time just does not fit in the fabric of being a Pacific Islander. And then we've got a pastoral team that look after that side, our spiritual well-being. So there's a lot of people behind the team. Yes, we've got a 90-piece choir, 50 of which is in Wellington, and then we've got a contingent in Auckland, there's 40 of them, and they also have a team looking after the team. So, team makes the dream work.
Well, you got team New Zealand there, Helen. It's mate,
Yes, we do.
I can just imagine all the Panadol that you have to take after every session, mate, dealing with all those people. I know that we're celebrating our Pacific culture, our Pacificness, and it's awesome that we're bringing different cultures together. But what would you say to somebody who's non-Pacific about coming along to this gig?
Oh my goodness. The beauty of music is that it's a language that transcends, cultures, language, and you just have to listen and feel. And it doesn't matter if you don't understand it, but trust me when I say you will feel the music. You will feel the power of the ocean come through our music. And what is really beautiful about Mana Moana, this actual show, is that not only do we share our songs, but we are partnering with the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra, the renowned New Zealand Symphony Orchestra, and they actually bring every word to life. And like we have songs that talk about, the early bird rising, and then you actually hear it in the flutes. And then there's a part where you hear the rumbling of the ocean, and you hear that in the timpani. So every word, it would feel like you're actually watching a movie. But the harmonies that we have created in the songs, the depth of the basses, and then just the beautiful soaring of the sopranos, it's going to be something very magical. And whether you understand the 6 languages or not, you will understand music. You'll feel it.
Beautiful.
Very cool. And I imagine there's a lot of people who'd be pretty keen for this because with the movie Tina that's just been in cinemas, right? Like I went along and saw that just recently, and it was very, very moving, right? And they're exactly what you said about the power of music. Even if you don't know exactly what's being said, you feel the spirit of the song, and I teared up enough just watching the film. So I imagine seeing this kind of thing live.
Amen.
Beautiful voices coming together with the music be a powerful experience. So it's happening this Friday, right? So 2nd of May, Spark Arena, Mana Moana. If you do want to head along, you find your tickets online, but I think we've got some double passes to give away coming up.
Yeah, shall we cut Helen loose? Because I've kind of got an idea about how we can give these passes away.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so, and it is one show only. So we have got a couple of double passes to give away, but if you need to go, jump online and get your tickets sorted.
Helen, thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Lovely to hear your heart, and we're real excited about the show this Friday.
Thank you, Bjorn, and thank you, Sela. Have a wonderful day.